Tonight on Ramble Road, Joe calls out Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey's bank balance would disagree with you, but then again, it only comes around this time each year.
Jacob remakes Top Gear.
That's when me and Joe and Dylan made our own Top Gear.
And I become Emperor of Rome.
What's your favourite Roman emperor?
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Ramble Road. I am Jacob, and I'm joined by the ever-wonderful Finley.
Yeah.
The amazing Joe.
You alright, guys?
Nice.
And we are joined by a celebrity guest. YouTuber, comedian, filmmaker. We're joined by Tom.
He's a
Hello.
photographer as well. Can't
Hello.
skip that bit. Yeah.
How is everyone
That's a
today?
nominee.
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. How is our guest, Tom?
He's good.
Yeah.
He's also
you
referring
sat
to
right
himself
next
as
to
a
him.
third person.
You're missing a person. Paulvin has he's left the podcast.
Yeah.
It's a mess because when he joined, the whole point was he was going to do the YouTube and stuff. So now that's back to me doing it now, which is great. He said he doesn't have the time and he doesn't care about the podcast enough to do it. So yeah.
So yeah, hence why he is now no longer with us.
hmm
Mild oof.
So just going to leave it
Yeah.
there. He's not coming back for now. Who knows? But yeah,
He might change his mind. He does that sometimes.
you never know. Who knows? Well,
never
I
know.
do have a quote from him here, which says, if I can find it. It says, I said like, oh, so the pod isn't worth it anymore. He said, it really isn't. I don't want to spend time with something I feel like isn't worth it. So yeah.
Yeah.
But enough about that. I suppose we can start getting into this week's news. Joe, do you want to take it away?
So Joe Biden, he has won, and
Finally.
took them long enough. Are they still counting in some states?
No, it's not. They're not important ones, let's be fair.
Yeah.
I thought we
But,
were
like-
waiting for like Nevada for so long that like
Yeah.
it took. We just started going, oh, forget Nevada. We've got to worry about Pennsylvania now.
I mean,
Yeah.
Nevada's like only worth 9. Pennsylvania is worth like 20.
Yeah,
that's
Nevada's
a
like
lot of.
6.
Yeah.
God, that's not
Fuck
very many
Nevada,
in
my
some
boys
things.
from Wyoming.
So what's everyone's thought on Biden winning?
Joe Biden.
It is a man who has won in another country. It doesn't necessarily affect me that much.
Well, I mean, it might one day.
One day.
From
When he's
what,
airstriking
I'm
the
not
UK
exactly
for
like
random reasons.
greatly happy that Biden won, but it's like infinitely better than
Trump winning.
Donald Trump it.
Yeah.
Yes. That is
Tom, what are
true.
your thoughts?
I think I agree with Finley. Although I would like to have seen a Kanye West USA.
To be
That
fair,
would-
so would I.
It would have been an interesting presidency. An
To be
interesting
fair,
4 years.
To be fair, right? I'm gonna make it straight here. You guys know I don't like the Beatles,
The fuck do the
But-
Beatles have to do with this, man?
but I've got to give credit to Ringo because he made an Instagram post where he just posted a picture of the USA map. All of them are the states are purple, and it's just him in front of it, and they all just and like the code just says Ringo. It's just Ringo winning.
That would be
Yeah.
And I was like,
better.
Yeah.
There would be no war because this whole thing's like fucking.
peace and love. And
Peace and
all. I think that's
Peace
what
and
he
love.
put in the caption. It was just like peace,
Yeah.
peace and love, America.
Yeah, love Ringo. He's also in fucking Thomas.
Thomas.
But not the American version.
Oh yeah, it's like how Jeremy Clarkson is only in the British version of Cars.
Yeah, which
Which is an
I
outrage.
don't think I ever had that version of Cars.
Yeah,
which
why do you
really
have
confuses me.
the American version?
No, the weirdest thing is, it's like an official copy up until a point where it's like a screen capture where you can see someone like leaving the cinema, and I'm really confused. It's like,
Did it come in a case, or did you like get it off?
yeah,
some
it came in a
dodgy guy
case.
from
It's like
back
a
alley?
printed DVD. It's everything. Like it's got all the print on it. And then, like, halfway through the film, it goes from, like, 1080p to being a cam.
Maybe you could like sell it for millions. Maybe it's like rare.
Rare Cars 1 misprint.
I mean, Cars 1 is the best Cars film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got the fucking Hudson Hornet in it, which I have in GTA now because I'm... Yeah.
Grinding stuff out on there, yes.
What's everyone's favourite car from the car films?
Hudson Hornet. It's actually cool.
I like the little guy, the one with the wheels. No, he's got a little forklift, the little blue one.
Is it the
yeah.
actual car? I think the actual car is like the original Fiat 500.
No,
which is
not
just
that
like-
one. The blue one.
No, the forklift.
Oh, the forklift.
The French guy.
They're
Italian, isn't he?
Italian.
They're
Oh, he's
yeah.
Italian, yeah.
Yeah,
Never
because they're
mind.
like the Ferrari, wee.
But
Yeah.
I remember like when those movies come out because you can get all the toys. Like we had like old like 8 versions of Lightning McQueen.
Jesus.
Like you get like the main one, then you get him like when he's blue. You get him when he's like jumping in the air and he's got his tongue out. We had the one where he's got all the cactuses on him. Got the one with the white walls.
Yeah.
And then the one at the end, I
His
think.
favourite.
The one with the white walls is so nice.
Yeah, white walls
Yeah.
are the like best. And
It's like
I'm
when,
just-
did Richard Hammond put them on white walls on his massive truck lorry
yeah.
when they were to Burma.
Yeah, why not?
And that's when he was had the
Awesome.
sports lorry. That was great.
The sports lorry.
Yeah, shout out the sports lorry.
Yeah, classic
Shout out
Top
to
Gear
when-
episodes.
Shout out to when me and Joe and Dylan made our own Top Gear.
Oh yeah.
Because
Just
I was
drive.
speaking to Dylan. Sometime in the future we want to do the Grand Tour around Scotland that they did.
Yeah, could do.
I think they
I mean,
call
I
it the
don't-
penis. I think it is called the penis. Their version, yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to have a car for because we were planning on selling it, but then COVID's kind of put a
We'll
stop
just
to that.
get some really old cars.
Get some old bangers. Make sure that they just break down halfway around.
And just
For
try and
them
get as many people as we can to come. We'll get Tom to come. Tom,
Yeah.
will you come?
Stick a
Yeah, of
supercharger
course.
in one of them.
Just stick Tom on like a skateboard behind it.
Just on a
I can't
on a
drive,
cable.
so
Oh,
I'll
right,
run after
yeah.
you.
Would be like was it bloody the water skiing, but like on a skateboard behind a car.
I mean, Tom is an athlete.
Yeah, he is. He's American footballer.
One of the many talents.
You
that
all
this
blow
man
my
possesses.
trumpet so much.
Yeah, I don't. Why are we?
I'm not complaining, but
Yeah.
What was Tom? What did you used to do on sports day? What events did you do?
let's see. I did javelin, relay, all the jumps, hurdles. I
You
can't
did
really
quite a lot.
remember. I did do quite a few, yeah.
I think I literally did the 100 meters and that was it.
Oh, I did.
Oh,
that because
yeah.
I just like not come in for sports day.
Yeah. I used to do the high jump, which is surprising considering that I'm definitely not the sort of shape of person that you'd think a high jumper would be. But I was actually somewhat decent at it.
I was terrible at high jump, and I bet you can see why.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say why. We know why. And
Because he's got no legs.
and
I've no
then in terms of other sports, I think on the last year I did the 60-meter sprint and came third.
Oh,
The last year I was actually ill rather than just deciding not to come in.
I remember one year we tried to do the Coke and Mentos thing when we were waiting, but we brought the wrong Coke, so it just didn't do anything.
Well done.
That's no.
So we just carried around this bottle with like some Mentos in it.
If you get like Diet Coke, I think it's the best for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't know. I've never really tried to Fucking mental.
Oh, I did it at primary school.
I remember
to get it
I
over
remember on
teachers.
the first year of what was it, sports day in year 7, I went up to the computer room because I was like, didn't have any events on, and there was 2 people up there, and one of them turned the other guy's computer off, so the other guy proceeded to just punch him in the face.
The
I think I
fuck?
was there when that happened.
I can remember one year when I think it must have been like the 100-meter sprint. Jacob did it, and everyone agreed beforehand to let this special kid win, and Jacob
Oh,
just full on sprinted past him.
No, that was the
Oh,
Echo
yeah.
Spoon race.
oh god, yeah.
It was making me seem out to be
Oh.
like a terrible person, but I just wanted to
Well,
win.
just no one told him, basically.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I didn't
I
know.
remember
this was
everyone
happening, so I
watching.
was
He's like, "Oh yes, this kid's gonna win. He's gonna feel so good about himself."
And then Jacob just felt just
Takes
zips off
over.
into the distance.
I didn't know what I was meant to do. I'm sorry. Oh, I remember being like, all right in the 100 meters because I came 7th out of 8. I don't think that's too bad.
I mean, when
Top 10.
we did like NCS, we had some guy who was swimming. It was like, yeah, my goal was to beat this one guy, and I did. He came 14th, I came 13th out of 14.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
when
beautiful.
when I used to do swimming, in the first like event I did, I didn't win, but someone saw me upset, so they just gave me a gold medal anyway.
Oh.
And then the year after, I was older than everyone, so it didn't matter what place I came, I still got gold in my age group because I was the only one. So I was like the only 10-year-old. Everyone else was 9. So if I came like third, gold. If I came last, gold. I still win.
That seems a
So
bit.
now I can just say like I'm a multi-gold medalist, even though I didn't win any of the races.
Fucking.
I'm a professional sword fighter. No, I've not started yet.
And you still haven't got a sword.
Yeah, I still haven't got a sword.
Yeah, but it's the thought that counts. He wants the sword.
Yeah, I'm going to
Mm.
get the sword at some point. And when I do, I'm going to beat you with it because, yeah,
I mean, we tried to do one in your back garden using a
random
piece of
sticks.
plastic and a broom,
Yeah,
which
Yeah,
really hurt.
That
Yeah.
was
At the same time,
an
while someone shooting at us.
yeah. With
That was an
That was-
interesting.
airsoft gun.
That was a very interesting day. Was that
Yeah.
the same day we did the photo shoot?
Yes,
yes,
the
it
photo
was.
shoot in the bin.
Oh, yes, our friend got in the bin.
As part.
Do you know our
It's
friend
because
that got into
you were
the bin,
setting up Tinder.
for him, yeah,
on-
because I'm a nice
Yeah,
person.
you tried to set up my Tinder, and I hadn't said anything. And the first thing I knew about it was I got a text message from Tinder saying, "Hey, please authenticate your account."
Yeah, I was trying to help you out, Joe.
I
I
don't
don't think
need
I was doing the
Tinder, man.
nice thing.
I don't need Tinder, man.
To be fair, like, yeah, I don't have a point to make. I'm just saying it. Yeah.
And also, if I was going on Tinder, I'd just rather have control of it rather than have Jacob set it up for me.
Yeah, let me set it
Know
up.
what
Joe.
you want.
I'm a trustworthy
I'll do it for
person.
you.
Somehow, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to turn that offer down, Tom.
Joe, you saw
Well, no,
how
all
well
you need
it
to do is
worked
just
for
put
the
a
other
picture of me
person
in
for the
it,
photo
and
shoot.
everyone will swipe on you.
Yeah, but I mean that's also a
All
bit
you need-
catfishing.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
all you
Only
need
joking.
is to wear a plague doctor's mask, and you get like
Yeah.
100.
Oh, you get messages from a weird guy
The
who's
amount of people
cosplaying Kermit the Frog.
Finn got.
Oh yeah,
like a vibe.
Oh,
yeah.
so have you heard the news about we're getting really close with the COVID vaccine?
Yeah, it's about 90% successful at the moment. It's just going
Yeah.
through final clinical trials, and then it might be available
Still find
soon.
the thing funny when they were like, "Oh, it's going to turn you all into monkeys."
Of course, it's.
Who was
Guys, I
saying
heard the
this?
vaccine gives you the virus.
Russia. I think the big problem is going to be trying to convince some Americans.
Oh god.
Predominantly the
No,
massive
Anti-vax is
anti-vaxxers.
legitimately like I think made smallpox a thing again.
Yep.
They are a big problem, but hopefully it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Just hit one with the house thing of like, oh yeah, your kids will just outright die, but don't worry because it's like your fault and you can protect them in heaven.
Oh no, what about the economy?
Not
I
the-
still find those memes so funny when it's literally like the moon crashing into the earth. It's like, oh no, the economy.
Oh god.
This will have a big effect on the global economy.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
In like sun explodes, this will have a big effect on the economy.
I mean, obviously it is hard, but like people should be the top concern.
Yeah.
Like this second lockdown has probably fucked a load of people over because like businesses have just opened again, and then it's like, oh no.
Yeah. Back in the box.
I mean,
Back under.
you can
Yeah.
also kind of see the correlation of, oh hey, unis are opening. Oh hey, every uni student has Rona.
Yes, but then there's
Yeah.
also a big problem of it's like some uni students are good and they will stay inside, but
Sensible,
some
yeah.
decide to go to
Most.
like a 50 odd ish person bonfire night thing where they're all very close together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
some
like
people are stupid.
throw parties between flats from people within the city with the highest infection rate in Europe.
Yeah, we're definitely not calling someone out here.
Oh no, we're calling two different people. Like you're calling someone out, I'm calling other people out.
Like this is the thing I don't get is it's like young people are complaining like, oh, we need to stop being blamed, which is true. But then there's also other young people doing the opposite.
Yeah, like throwing parties during a global pandemic.
Like dumbasses.
Speaking of dumbasses, have you ever played the game Among Us?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
God.
game has
You know the
really
answer to that.
that game. I'm
I
gonna have to
played it
stop playing it
for
because
the
it's
first
annoying
time.
me. It's really annoying me because like you'll get into a game and no one listens to anything you ever say, and it's just you literally be like, okay, it's this person. Everyone votes you out, and then doesn't vote the other person ever again. And also, I found a nonce in it.
Oh yeah. That's
So
the
basically,
example.
I was playing
Probably
right
a Discord admin.
and a redditor,
Yeah.
probably both.
Jacob, you are
And
both of those things. You're the Discord admin for this server.
Yeah.
I'm not a redditor though.
Oh no, never
Don't-
mind. That's someone else.
Don't try to make me out to be a nonce, Joe.
I'm not making you out to be a nonce. I'm just saying that you're a Discord mod.
Which means
Well,
that
I'm
you're
not.
an
No,
extension.
I'm not really a mod. I just sort of own the server. We don't do anything on it except record.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
But anyway, so I
And
got
have
into the
our
game, and there's this guy called I Want a Girlfriend, which it's a bit sad if you're going onto Among Us to try and get a girlfriend. And there's this other player, and I think called Lily, I think, and he goes as soon as the game starts, he's like, Lily, I love you, and she's just like, okay. He goes like, oh, how old are you? She doesn't mention anything, but for some reason she sends her Instagram, and he goes, oh, I'm 19, and she's like, oh, I'm 12. And then he proceeds to keep on going, telling her how much he loves her, saying she's beautiful, and everyone's just there like,
what the fuck is going on? Type thing. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, it was. We were just there like, dude, you're a nonce, and he's like, no, I'm not. And he's like, well, I mean, she is 12.
It's like that TV show where they make up situations just to see what random people will do.
Yeah, it's. Oh,
Like,
mate.
what would you do?
I never would have thought I would have found Porvin in the game of Among Us.
I mean, to be fair, if
It's
anyone
just a
like
joke, it's
who has
just a
been on the
joke.
podcast is a nonce, it's most likely to be you. I mean, you have plain chicken at Nando's.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
get
are.
over this.
We cannot.
Just because I
It is
don't like
it's
Sky.
illegal to get over this, man. You need to fucking change.
No, I can't deal with spice. End of.
What about herbs?
Ugh.
You just have plain.
You don't
Yeah.
even have like lemon and the lime one.
If they did like a chicken nuggets option, I probably would have chosen that. Look, if you listen to our Death Row meal one, you know I'm kind of basic.
Yeah.
You're hurting my soul, man. You're hurting my soul.
Tom, if you were on Death Row, what
Yeah.
what would your last meal be? Like starters, dessert,
Oh,
and
we're
main. So
going
you can
back
have
to
whatever
flipping
you want.
basics with this one. Jesus.
Because I want to know what you would have.
Interesting. Fair enough.
You can have it from anywhere in the world. So you can have like a McDonald's, or you can have like a random restaurant
Well,
in Spain.
there was this one place I went to in America that did the best steak I've ever had. So I'll probably have that again because nothing has come close.
What would you like starters and desserts be?
Maybe 2 more steaks. I don't know. And some
Would you
Ben
have
and
like a
Jerry's.
rump for starters, a sirloin for your main, and then like a fillet for your dessert?
I don't know. I think for dessert I'd probably have the Ben and Jerry's chocolate brownie thing.
Mm.
That's my
What-
favourite.
What would you have to
Starter.
drink?
Oh, to drink.
As well.
I like root beer.
Mhm.
Probably root beer, just because I'm
You're the
basic.
American. You're the Richard Hammond of the podcast.
Thanks.
So
Jacob's
you
the
like a lot of American food, and you also play American football.
And you
Yeah,
also
but all I need is the
a
accent.
presenter.
Do you want to move to America?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Do you want a Mustang?
I would love a
Um,
Mustang.
I haven't really
Who
thought about
wouldn't?
cars, to be honest. But my third year's a placement year in Boston,
Oh, nice.
so
Shout out
Nice.
Boston.
I might just stay there.
Just try not to get shot.
Yeah.
No, he's not in Detroit. They're not going to steal
Wow.
his life.
No, but,
Fucking
like if you go to a
calling out
certain point
people.
of Detroit, there's no one there.
I mean, it's like that with most states, though. Like New York is basically New York City and then a field.
Yeah.
And then Buffalo, and that's it.
Yeah. And then
If
some
everyone had to
states are
move to
literally nothing,
somewhere,
like Wyoming.
if you had to move to somewhere in America, what state are you going for?
God.
I don't know. I've
Because
only been to
apparently
a few.
LA is like really like depressing.
Yeah. It's
But maybe
mm,
like San
Yeah.
Francisco is a bit nicer.
yeah, I suppose.
It's got that street that goes up the hill with a
Yes, it
wiggly
has
road,
that street that goes up that hill.
and it's got that red bridge.
You know, it's the windy
That
one.
red bridge.
Oh, the
Yes,
Golden
that red
Gate.
bridge. No, Finley, it's that red bridge. Get it
Okay.
right.
The red one.
My choices would be either is it Pennsylvania? No. I think Philadelphia because they have weird naval shit just sitting in the port. Which
And
is
it never rains because it's always sunny there, apparently.
yeah, it's always sunny in Philadelphia. Well, let me just bring up a map so I don't like forget. It's either
Yeah.
Philadelphia or Pennsylvania. I can't remember. Or Wyoming.
For
because it's
those of
Wyoming.
you wondering what that
Finley,
slapping
Finley,
noise was, that was
Finley.
me face palming.
Finley, you literally just said it's either Philadelphia or Pennsylvania. Philadelphia is in Pennsylvania.
Same thing.
Yeah.
It actually is for once.
To be fair, Finley, you can't go anywhere in south of the USA.
Yeah, I can go.
Alabama and Texas. That's where you're gonna go.
I could go like California. To
Too
be
warm.
fair, apparently like Montana's pretty nice.
Where's that?
Very north. It's north of Wyoming.
Is that like almost Canada?
Basically, it's on the Canadian border. So
Because
it's like
places like
mountains and
Michigan,
stuff.
that's like quite Canadian. Detroit.
Oh,
Detroit is
Minnesota.
yeah, because of Detroit becoming human, they tried to like escape to Canada.
Oh, what about our favorite state, Maine?
Love Maine. Isn't Maine
What's
worked out
in
at
Maine?
one point in the election? The only thing that is important about Maine is like every Stephen King book is in Maine,
There's a Belfast.
and that's all they've
Maine.
got going for them.
Mhm.
If it wasn't for me, if it wasn't for like Stephen King, Maine would just no one would care. But if you're from Maine,
Sorry,
let us
if
know.
you're listening
Who's
to
got Twitter
from
other
Maine,
than
sorry, but
Ramble?
Yeah.
he might have a slight point.
I'm trying to find Newfoundland, but I can't because I don't know
That's in
America.
Canada, isn't it?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Canada seems like a nice place to live.
Everyone in Canada has a gun.
You have to just make sure not to piss them off.
No, because they'd be like, "I'm really sorry," and then they'll shoot you. It's all right.
Yeah, they'll shoot you and then they'll apologise after you're dead. Oh, sorry, mate.
Unless they're at war.
Yeah, unless they're at war, in which case they don't mess about. But neither does Poland. During World War II, there was a Polish destroyer that started like bullying the Bismarck, just flashing at it like we are a Pole and just continuously spraying at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to read the notes and see what else we've got.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost now.
I suppose
Yeah.
we can just move on to like what now the news is done. Like what our guest is most famous for. The
Mention the
The
COVID
hit.
vaccine.
The COVID vaccine. Yeah, I remember that.
The
Tom
co-creator
Cruise.
of the COVID vaccine.
I'm just thinking about notes. Did we mention
I
this?
think
Yeah, we went
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we
No,
can.
sorry,
I think we can move on.
Yeah, we can move on. So, Tom,
So-
tell us, what is it you're most famous for?
I'm going to assume you're on about the Stafford series,
Yes.
which is a series of videos I made with two of my friends about a year ago. I'm not talking to Siri. Yeah, we just went around town and did stuff.
So what made you like start it?
Um,
Like when you, and what made you like, oh, I'm gonna film this and like do something with it?
It was a bit random, really. Me, Paulvin, and Lucas were in town after school one day, and me and Lucas thought it'd be funny to film some pigeons. I don't know why. So yeah, and then we're like, hey, we're by this shopping centre called the Guildhall. Why don't we do a joke review of it? And then Paulvin filmed it.
Poorly.
So yeah, it followed our trip through Stafford all the way until I went home that day, and then people enjoyed it, and we just made a few more.
I have to say
Yeah,
the camera
we
work in
thought-
the first two episodes is like, it is such a mess. It's either zoomed in on a face or just the floor.
But
Yeah.
it was a very nice floor, let's be fair.
Well,
bit
that's
dirty,
why
but-
that's why we made part 3. We were going to stop after part 2, but people were
Clamoring for more.
found the camera work funny. So
The first two
we were like,
episodes
hey,
are really good.
Yeah.
so we were like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if we just made him disappear and then
Do
see
you
where
wanna-
that goes?
Do you want to go through what happens in each episode and we'll just chime in with notes, or you can say what was going through your guys' minds at the time and what you wanted?
Yeah.
Can
Because I've
do.
read
So
your notes and
there's
they're very sophisticated compared to ours.
so there's I think there's 4 on my channel, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
Part 5 and 6 never got released, unfortunately.
yeah. Part 1 was just us 3 going through the Guildhall. Didn't really do much. We just messed about. Me and Lucas went in the lift and left Paulvin behind. Which probably wasn't the nicest thing to do. Part 2 was actually just part 1. We just chopped it in half because it was long. Part 3 was where we made Paulvin disappear.
That was
And
quite,
the
that was quite
introduction to it.
intriguing.
Yeah, I think
Especially after it was left for like 6 months afterwards.
yeah. Well, part 3, I think it's just quite short, but it starts
Yeah,
with us
it's like
just
3
walking down
minutes.
the road. Yeah, but originally we were in the Tesco car wash. We did like a full routine, if I remember correctly, for like an introduction, and then we didn't use it. I don't know why.
I remember about that Tesco car wash is we used to go to Tesco at lunchtime and we took Dylan's car and we were about to leave, and we just went, Dylan, can we go for the car wash? And he was like, all right, we've got some time. So Dylan was like, oh, I kind of don't want to. And Dave was like, oh, I'll pay for it. So we all just went to this car wash, and we're all just sat in this, like, just all 5 of us just in this car, just watching it being washed. And then I
Yeah.
think we were very almost late to lessons because of it.
I mean, wasn't one time you were like straight up just late because you
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
get a parking spot?
No, that was Spoons' fault. Because Spoons took forever to deliver our food to a point where Dylan's pizza came out. He picked it up, folded it in half, and just walked out Spoons with it, and just ate it on the way down.
Yeah.
So yeah, after that part, we how long did we leave it for? Probably about 6
Um,
months, wasn't it?
Let me quickly have a look.
I think it was.
Yeah, you let the audience anticipation build, just like now,
Yes.
where Jacob's doing that by not having things ready.
Dingus.
What's
for
11 take away 4?
7.
Yeah, you left it 7 months.
Yeah. So in reality, we had exams that we were getting ready for, and then global situation meant that we couldn't really meet up in big groups. So yeah, we were like, but in the videos, you're like, yeah, we've been looking for 6 months or 7 months. we can't find them. So we made part 4 after that, and that was, I think it had a different feeling to the other 3 because it was more scripted. Now, after Pulvin disappeared, it became more story oriented. So yeah, that's where we went with that one. That was our most popular one, actually.
It was quite a good episode because I think it was like, oh, we're finally getting it back, and I think it had the right amount of editing in it.
Yeah,
But it wasn't like too over the top, but it was like funny at least at some points.
Yeah, funny in an endearing kind. Well,
Yeah,
it was done
funny in like the
endearing-
editing way, as in like the material was good anyway, but like the actual edits were funny as well.
Yeah,
Whereas like
Thank you.
the first 2 were more like The Office in how it was like funny, and then this was more like just your sort of like, I don't know, more YouTube video type things.
it's like well, I don't know. Comparing, would you say Borat 1 to Borat 2 was your would probably be a good comparison, considering how much you said that the second one was like more scripted.
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Yeah.
I suppose so. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, part 4 is the last one that I uploaded, but we did actually make part 5.
We've seen part 5. We got a leaked version of it.
Oh yeah, you
Hey,
were
a
the
leaked version.
test.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a leak, wasn't it?
Mm. What should we?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about what happened and like the complications with it all?
Yeah, can do. I mean, it's not super deep, really. It's just not everyone had like the same idea of where they wanted it to go. So like, it's probably best just to
Leave it.
instead of causing a big argument or whatever, just leave it. It's not a big deal. We couldn't really meet up in big groups because of the virus. With more scripting came more editing, and we all had different ideas of what the edit should be like. And people didn't really receive the edits super well.
They weren't necessarily the best.
No, I mean the thing with part 5 was it just sort of felt too much with the edits. Whereas like episode 4 got balanced right. Episode 5 is like a bit too much, if you would agree. Yeah. Do you think you would ever like release it? Do you think it's like a shame that like you never actually got to release it?
Judging by the test audience's reaction, no. I don't think I will release it.
You could always re-record it and try again.
Yeah, I think part 5 was a good wake-up call to realise that we got so enveloped in this story that
Yeah,
there didn't need to be a story. It was just going around the town.
you sort of lost like the original meaning of it.
Yeah, I agree. But I think, yeah, part 5 probably won't release it. But there was also part 6, which was never even filmed.
Yeah.
That was the final one. That was planned to be the final episode. But I think I'd definitely be down to make more in the style of the first few, with whoever wants to be involved.
Yeah.
I mean, I
It's
would,
not-
but COVID and being in another town.
Yeah, I was about to say, with the current situation, it's not exactly easy, is it?
No.
Yeah.
But if we ever can, then I'm down, because it was good to make, and I made money. So
Well, you made. Can you reveal how much you made?
I'll let you imagine.
Oh, is it in the? I'm gonna imagine the 1,000.
Not quite.
I'm
But,
going to imagine
£10.50.
How did you get
Pardon?
monetized? Because don't you need like a certain amount of subscribers? Do you need like at least 1,000?
I don't really know how it works, to be honest, but the YouTube analytics say that I have made money from it. I just don't know how to claim it. So whoever can help me claim it gets half of it.
Do you want to actually shout out your channel so people can go and watch the series?
Yeah, I can do. All you need to do is go on YouTube and type in Stafford Part 1, and then you will find my channel. It is Tom Guilfoyle, and it is me wearing. What am I wearing? I think I'm wearing like 3 pairs of sunglasses and a cap, because it was funny at the time.
Fair
So,
enough.
Well, that's your
I'm
main
not-
channel. Do you want to talk about your second corn-related channel?
Yeah,
the
talk about
corn channel.
Do you want to talk about the origins of my corn?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
I can't remember.
I can't really remember either.
I think I
Lucas-
came up
It
with
was
like
from that-
one of the names, and we
I
like
think it was from
combined.
that picture of
Yeah,
Tuesdays from the
Lucas holding
Stafford
a
series,
corn.
just holding some corn, looking like
Yeah.
Khrushchev.
Yeah.
So yeah,
What
and
did
then
we name it? 'Cause we
Sorry?
like made a company around it.
oh yeah,
Yeah, the Corn Company or something, and then you made a whole YouTube channel about it.
Yeah, this is.
there's a Tom Guilfoyle's corn channel, which is I think the video's still there actually. I think I renamed the channel to not Tom Guilfoyle, but it's the video is there, and it's a PowerPoint that I made on why we should make
Could
our
you go
group
through
chat.
like the reasons of why corn is so good? I want to see if I can find it. Oh, here we are. I found it.
Didn't take you that long. Speaking of
It's,
shouting
It's a
out
viral video.
channels, go follow
Because
our
it's got.
road underscore
Follow
ramble.
YouTube.
And
Twitter.
go
Yeah.
subscribe to our YouTube Ramble Road podcast, and yeah, leave us some comments about why you think corn is the best.
Okay,
And
we've
if
got.
you say that corn isn't the best, you will be executed the second I come to power.
We've got here is why we should make the corn the group chat corn related. According to a 2019 study, everyone likes corn, and if you don't like it, you're not classed as a human being.
Right, we need we can't spoil it for everyone though. We've got to get that viewer engagement for Tom.
Yeah, I mean, I know I've spoiled the whole Stafford series, but have a look anyway.
Go look at the corn
It's,
series.
Yeah,
It's all entertaining.
got to get him. Got to get him that money somehow. Yeah. So,
Tom, what are your thoughts on the Acropolis of Athens?
Oh God.
I don't really think about it that much, to be honest.
What was going on?
I don't really know what it is.
No, my
It's-
whole
it's-
my headphones just. I don't know what just happened, Joe. You went like really slow, and then
Oh
It
no,
just
that's just
coming back to
that's
That's
not
your
much.
internet dying.
You should have Discord better.
Yeah.
The other
Yeah, I
reasons
asked
is it's
what
going to
was
make
Tom's thoughts
Facebook
on
run
it
quicker.
properly.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's the building next to the Parthenon.
Mm.
I just looked it up on Google Images and it looks quite cool. But that's all I can say.
Okay.
Do you have any other plans for your corn-related channel or any other channels in general?
Mm.
Not really. I I don't know.
The corn
Maybe we can a corn
You've
cast.
corned yourself.
Corn podcast.
That
Could you
was a
imagine
bit corny.
Yeah, we just talk about corn.
Yeah, I think right now my focus is probably on my studying, but
Yeah.
who knows? I might be studying corn.
I think your focus is in the wrong places.
I think your focus should be on your American football. You've got real talent there.
Thanks.
Bring corn into the American football industry. You could
Yeah.
be the first.
Yeah.
It's played with corn instead now.
Sort of locking the ball around, and in order to score a point, it's whoever finishes the corn off first.
No, you use the corn as the ball.
Like a single
Take
piece.
a bite out of it. Oh,
No, like the whole.
I was gonna
one,
say,
so it
No, a
gets to spin.
single piece of corn.
Single piece of corn. Everyone's
gonna
just
get
trying to find where it
so
is.
easy.
It adds to the challenge.
No, because you could have both. You could have like the single piece of corn and the bigger piece. The bigger piece, if you do a touchdown with that, that's like a certain amount of points. But if you manage to get the single piece across, you get a lot more points. But it's like you can easily lose it. So
The
it'd be
cob.
quite. Yeah, a whole cob in one corn.
Would you get points for eating it?
Nah, you automatically have to retire.
Yeah, you have
you
to
just
like
die.
the challenge is not eating the corn because the corn's so good.
You get shot.
It's really tasty, but it's also laced with ricin.
Yeah,
Well,
so you outright just die.
to be fair, when you mentioned the whole getting shot thing, I did think, well, it is American football.
Mm. Imagine if that was like the only difference between British and American football. It's just in America they have guns as well. Instead of
God.
tackling, just a shot.
Oh, so that's why they wear body armor.
It's not bulletproof.
It's like in the film Brothers Grimsby when like he's at the World Cup, so the ball's about not going to go in, so he shoots the football and then it goes in.
Doesn't he also like shoot the goalkeeper?
Nah, I don't think so. I can't remember.
Mm.
I remember
Oh.
the thing where he's like, "You haven't got the balls to shoot me, so just shoots them." I wish every film did that. That's like the correct like response to that.
Yeah.
Because I love how then afterwards he's like, "Oh, this is easy," just shoots everyone.
Yeah,
And then you got like the guy who's like holding his brother hostage, and the brother's like trying to talk him out of it. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I've got a family and all this," and then Sasha just
Runs
comes
and
in and just
shoots
shoots him. Oh,
Oh God.
have you got anything else you want to talk about?
Tom, what are your thoughts on the Roman Republic?
On the what?
The Roman Republic.
It's been a while.
Sorry.
There we go.
Sorry for the background noise. I think my flatmates have just got back from dinner.
They heard they've heard that I'm here.
Yeah, they heard.
They're like,
Tom.
"Oh,
I'm
we've got
used to it, I'm
celebrity
used to it.
on." I mean, to be fair, you are a celebrity. You've got 124 subscribers. That's like quite a lot.
Damn.
That
I
is an
know.
infinite number higher than me.
Yeah. How many? I think I've got like 4 or something dumb like that, or 2
I
or
think I've
something.
got like 6, but that's
Um,
just everyone that I know. Oh man.
yeah.
Oh. Tom, what are your thoughts on the Complete Waffle podcast? Because you appeared on that as well.
I have been on that one. I mean, they haven't uploaded one in a while, have they? But
I know we've scared them
but
off.
it was good when it was running.
Yeah.
It's there's something good about hearing conversations of your friends.
Yeah, just
I think.
having a chat.
Yeah,
What
and it
you
was
The thing
nice
is,
to talk to
with
them.
theirs is which I find funny, is because they went to doing it like in the same room as each other, and then they stopped it once they moved away, and they don't want to do it on Discord, and that just makes me like go, "Oh, ours is on Discord." We need a better setup. That's what we need.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, we're gonna buy an office.
We
eventually.
need to get a studio.
We need to get money first, man.
Yeah, send us money.
I'm a good 30 grand in debt, to be fair.
Yeah, we all are.
Yeah.
That's right. I'll
Well,
buy you
Finley
all of my
especially,
YouTube.
because he's basically gone, "Oh, I'm going to pay for my accommodation," and he just hasn't lived at it.
I was there for a week, then they got put in lockdown. Then Liverpool got put in lockdown. Then
And
the
you were
country
home.
got put in lockdown.
And you were home.
Yeah. Then apparently they're sending everyone home for Christmas now. Like they're forcing them out for Christmas.
Oh yeah, that's another bit of news. They're going to roll out testing for all students to make sure that they are COVID free before they go home, because they can't have it being spread to their families.
Also says all students need to travel home for Christmas between the 3rd and the 9th of December.
Oh, like our uni's literally said nothing like that. They've said there's a safe opportunity to travel at this point.
Well,
But if
ours
you
breaks up on the 19th, so I don't know how they're going to do that.
Mine hasn't said anything, but apparently it's said
Ours-
on the news.
ours ends on the 18th. Our last lecture, whatever, and then other than that, I think all on-site services shut down from the 23rd. So yeah.
Yeah, but do you
I
want to know
finish on the 13th, which is actually a Sunday because I have football.
Do you want to know what's like the worst thing happening right now, worse than COVID, is working in a shop right now, because since the start of November, we've already started playing Christmas songs.
Yeah, November 1st, Christmas songs come on.
Oh, that happened in our flat.
Yeah, me too.
We were having a little gathering of the people. We were drinking, and the moment that it went from being Halloween to being November, the guy who was on the speaker just went, "Right, fuck it, we're playing Christmas music now." Only for about 5 minutes. Well,
No, do you want to know even worse than that? When I used to work at the pub, we got bored one day in the middle of summer, so they just put Christmas songs on in like August.
Why?
It was,
That's like, I don't mind people starting a bit early, but that's.
I'd probably start like 2 weeks before Christmas.
I just think we
I
should
can't
ban
stand
Christmas
Christmas
music.
songs. I don't know how people. It's the worst.
Christmas music is like straight up torture.
There are some that are okay, but for the majority of them,
No, they're all bad. They're all bad.
Mariah Carey's Bank Balance would disagree with you, but then again, it only comes around this time each year.
Yeah.
This.
Are you guys fans of Christmas films?
Some of them are, well, most of them are quite shit.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I can't actually think of any other than Die Hard, and I've never watched Die Hard.
How have you never watched Die Hard? And Die Hard is the best Christmas film.
I haven't watched Die Hard.
Me neither.
I am disappointed in all of you.
I need to watch
When
it.
I'm back in
about
Stafford
it.
for Christmas,
Christmas film.
The
we're
only
going to host a Netflix party if it's on Netflix, and we're going to watch Die Hard.
The only films I remember from Christmas are you got the one where Tim Allen just becomes Santa, which, bear in mind, is a really dark film because it literally involves him accidentally murdering a man. Because Santa falls off the roof and dies. And, like, the elves just don't care. They don't mourn the loss of an actual man. They're just like, oh, you're the new Santa now. Okay. When their person that this father figure that they've known for years has died. Then there's a strange one where it's like a bunch of kids just get left in an airport. They're meant to be flying to like their dad's, but obviously the plane can't take off because of the weather. So he sort of get trapped in this airport and being chased down by this man who wants to like put him in. He puts them in a jail.
The
And
fuck?
then you got
I
yeah, it's
don't know what
called
you're on
That
about.
reminds me of that
Oh.
fucking Tom Hanks film. I can't remember what it's called, but the one where he basically has to live in an airport for a few months.
oh no, this is literally just like a Christmas, like a night one Christmas film, trapped in an airport.
That's
I feel like this isn't a film.
Oh,
this
it's
is a screen.
no, it's called Unaccompanied Minors.
Are you sure that's well? I suppose.
A group of minors find themselves stranded in an airport when they decide to make the most of the holiday season and therefore develop a special bond. It's a real film.
Christmas films are weird.
Christmas films are weird.
Yeah, but then you got the Christmas film where Arnold has
Oh,
to go
no,
get a
Oh, where he
a
like
toy.
dresses up as a toy and like beats someone else up.
Yeah.
Is it Jingle All the Way?
I think
Yes.
it might be.
Oh,
Oh, I think Tom's just having internet issues.
I'm not. I've pressed leave by accident
Oh, well done.
because my laptop trackpad is also you like tap it very slightly and it clicks.
Yeah,
mine does that.
So
this is why I use a
Yeah.
mouse.
Hi everyone, I'm
this is
the
why I'm
guest.
literally just on a phone. This is how bad myself is.
Yeah, you need to invest. Get a microphone. Get a decent computer.
If I get the money from the pod, then yeah.
Yeah, guys, send us money so Jacob can't have a shit setup of a phone.
It's a good phone. It's an iPhone 11.
No, iPhone bad. iPhone stinky.
I think none of your phones have ever worked.
They always work.
Apart from the iPhone, remember that?
On the iPhone. Yeah, the iPhone sucked.
Yeah, but so did all your other Sonys.
No, they were great.
No, a flip phone would have been better.
Oh, I had a flip phone at one point, and I stuck
Remember
a
Tom?
sticker on it and called it an iPhone.
Not Tom here. The other Tom who had a Nokia in like year 9 still.
Nokias are great. I want a
He was,
Nokia.
we all just sat in lessons just using his phone to play Snake.
Yeah,
It
I
was
want
a great time.
Those things are like the best phones.
Mm.
Like American tanks are actually like armored by Nokias.
If you launch one of them at a tank, the tank would explode.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's true.
T-34 is fairly strong.
No, nukes are like made out of Nokias.
Oh.
All you have to do is fire a Nokia at a Nokia and it creates the nuclear explosion.
No, I feel
like
like if
when
you fire a
fire
Nokia
two.
at a Nokia, that's how the universe was formed.
Yeah, that's what they do at CERN. They
CERN.
fire two high speed
Yeah.
Nokias at each other.
What happened? Wasn't there that tank that got nuked though? The Finley, you know the one that I'm on about, right? It's a gate guard somewhere.
Hmm?
There's a tank that got nuked, and it's a gate guard somewhere now because it was fine. It's after they like.
It was probably a chieftain.
I think so. That was it. It was either a chieftain or a centurion.
Yeah. Nuclear testing was weird.
Yeah.
Nuclear testing of some like old German like heavy cruiser that America like took as reparations for the war. And what do they do with it? Refit it to be like a usable ship? No, they just nuked it.
Yeah, to see what it would happen.
Yeah, they did that with like half of their aircraft carriers as well that they didn't want. So I think USS Hornet actually got nuked, and it was fine, and it didn't sink. It just like blew the superstructure off it.
Nice.
Yeah, mild ride.
Is there anything else we want to discuss, or
Anything else? Anything at all?
What's your favorite Roman emperor?
I don't know.
Called? I can't remember the guy that was He was murdered by his own people. That really fucking narrows it down.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all.
Caesar.
That narrows it down to every emperor ever.
began with a C, wasn't Caesar.
Caesar.
Not
Yes,
Caesar.
Caesar. And then the cross.
It's not
the
even Caesar
cross-shaped
either.
stone fell on him and he
Yeah,
died.
it was what's his name?
It's,
He
no, it's
enjoyed
not
like sports
pronounced.
games.
Cornelius.
Cameron. Huh?
Corn.
Narrow it down. Was it the Praetorians?
I don't know. No, I don't know. It was the one that he really liked sporting events, basically.
Oh,
That's literally
Commodus.
every Roman.
That was it.
Why do you like Commodus? He's
No,
the
I
literal
don't.
worst.
I was saying I was just trying to remember what the guy's name was.
Yeah, Commodus is the guy that comes after Marcus Aurelius, and he strangled his own dad because Marcus Aurelius didn't want Commodus to be the emperor. Then he became the emperor, faked being good as a gladiator, called himself like Hercules Reborn, and would just like bully crippled legionnaires. It's the plot of Gladiator, the film, basically, and then like some guy comes, stabs him because he's fucking useless, dies. And then after that, I think, is the start of the crisis of the 4th century, which is where I think Pertinax comes to power. The Praetorians are like, give money, and he's like, we don't have money, so they kill him. Then they sell the empire. Yeah.
Yeah, this is very detailed, Finley. We're not a history podcast.
Yet.
Well, no. In our tags, I do put history just because of Finley.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Shout
Okay,
out
wonder
to
if I can add,
Rome,
like-
the best empire.
I wonder if I can add like a corn
The
tag.
British.
No, Rome's better. They had Elagabalus.
Who?
He just had sex with men all the time, constantly.
Sounds like Alcibiades. Alcibiades, however you pronounce his name.
Oh no, Alcibiades is Greek, and he's a guy that's just so handsome they let him do stupid shit.
Yeah.
This has gone
Yeah.
very out of nowhere. Just
Yeah.
onto Romans.
I have no idea what you're on about.
Should we end it here?
Funny history stuff.
Hee history.
Mm.
I
I
think we
thought
should-
Caesar was the one with the bubble powers.
Caesar.
That's Jojo.
Oh, yeah, that's Jojo.
Alright.
Oh,
Also,
God,
it's
can we
a
not get
JoJo
into a
reference.
JoJo conversation?
Have Jojo conversation. 3 of the hosts know it, so we can just ignore Jacob.
Look, you can have no.
Part
No.
2 has the best intro.
Right.
Agreed, but
What's everyone's favourite part?
2.
I think probably 2 as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I would go for.
Well, I really, really want to watch like Steel Ball Run, but the chances of that ever getting made is like, yeah, it'll come out when I'm like 90.
Yeah. Have you read it?
No,
It's good.
I just
reckon
know it's
read-
about a cripple crossing America, fighting the American president, trying to find parts
On the
of
body of
his
Jesus
body.
Christ. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one that I was thinking you were on about. It's a interesting show would be the right way to put it.
Yeah,
My favourite is
excellent
part
plot.
4.
Yeah.
We just went from
I swear my flatmates are sat outside my room.
we were going on about like genuine stuff, then we went on about Rome, and then we went into JoJo.
Yeah, this has been one of those podcasts.
Yeah,
That needs to
grudge
end
probably.
because I'm not listening to any more JoJo conversation.
oh, we wrapping up then.
Okay,
I
Tom,
think
do
we
you want to plug anything before we plug our shit?
Just watch the Stafford series, I guess.
Watch the Corn series.
There will be
The
a
corn
link
video.
there will be links in the YouTube videos.
Okay, in
On
other
the podcast.
news, go follow our Twitter at @road_ramble. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ramble Road Podcast, and let us know what's the reasons why you like corn.
We What's your favourite Roman emperor?
Tweet us about
There is
your
other things.
have
Yeah,
corn
tweet us
discussion.
at Corn.
Yeah, I get the feeling we're about to piss off the band Corn by doing that.
No,
Oh,
it's
no, they're useless compared to our corn. Goodbye,
go to
everyone.
the
Anyway.
cornfield in America. I can't remember where it is.
There's a lot of them. Anyway,
No,
thanks
it's
for
literally a
listening.
field with loads of concrete.
Thank you.
corns.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Au revoir.
Goodbye.